Good day, ladies and gentlemen, my family and subscribers all over the world. This is Okute Daily Talk News, where we speak undiluted truth about things happening in Nigeria and Biafra land at large. Please remember the culture. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please endeavor to do that as soon as possible. Turn on the notification button. Be the first to be notified each time I post anything new on my channel. Please comment. Let me know your opinion on any of my content. I would appreciate that. Like and share. We don't have to wait much time. Happy weekend to each and every one of us. May the Almighty Chukwu bless each and every one of us in all our endeavors in this new month. And so shall it be. Please do not touch the dial. Listen attentively as I bring to us this Saturday morning broadcast. Nnamdi political solution still possible for release, Southeast governors saying. The governors said they are monitoring the development with respect to the case of Nnamdi via vice versa, the appeal court rulings. A political solution is still possible in these circumstances. You people have to wake up and stand by your right. There's nothing like political solution. It had been said earlier where the president of the nation adamantly refused to that. Even with the voice of the elders of the land. They went to the Muhammad Buhari, or what did they call him, to seek a political solution to the release of Nnamdi, which he turned them down. And said the court have to decide. So the court have already decided on what they want and how it is being done. Now they have refused. So where I'm holding all of you responsible, all the governors of the Southeast, is you people have to stand up and act like a man that have balls between their legs. Stop acting like a woman. How can you be seeking political solution when they have already discharged and acquitted the young man? He made it clear to the elders of the land that went there to see him seeking for political solution to the case of Nnamdi and his release, which he turned them down. He turned deaf ears to them. Even with the rest of the elders that went there, even those who fought for the independence of the Nigeria that they all are enjoying at the moment. But he refused. So I task all of you to speak up to this inhuman treatment being meted to Nnamdi over there in DSS dungeon called custody. The time to search for political solution has gone. This is time to stand on your right as the Easterners who have already sworn to defend and protect the image and properties of every Biafran. So this is the time for you people to stand up for your right and speak. There's nothing like political solution now. The court have already decided the fate. The court have already discharged and acquitted Nnamdi. So any other thing behind that means they are looking for another thing from the Igbos or from the Biafrans. The Southeast Governors Forum says it will seek a political solution to the release of Nnamdi, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, currently in detention. The governor disclosed this in a communique issued at the end of the forum's meeting held at the government house, Enugu, on Friday. According to them, we are watching the keen interest, the development with respect to the case of Nnamdi vis-a-vis the appeal court rulings. A political solution is still possible in these circumstances. The news agency of Nigeria now reports that the governors are meeting for the first time this year as they meet on as the same they meet in October of 2021. The forum, however, decried the statement of insecurity in the region, stating that economic activities have come to a halt in the zone, while kidnapping and wanton killing had become the order of the day in the part of the southeast region of Nigeria. We call on the federal government to come to our aid in providing security in the zone, bearing in mind that elections are around the corner. We have also agreed to set up a 24-hour joint patrol in all major highways within the southeast, especially during the Christmas season, the communique said. The governors, however, denied creating Eastern Security Network, but jointly formed a Bubago and forest guards to provide security for the region. It is not correct for any person to allude to the fact that Southeast governors created ESN. The governors commended states and the federal governments on efforts to alleviate the sufferings of victims of the recent flood menace in the country, so-called Nigeria. We hope, however, that a long-term solution is desirable. Southeast governors have decided to put funds together to further assist the victims of flooding in our 5 states in the southeast. We also plead with the federal government to please initiate action in the dredging of rivers in southeast to ameliorate the destruction of houses, farmlands, and other properties. The federal government should come to the aid of the victim in terms of rehabilitation of the internally displaced persons. The governor appealed. The meeting was attended by Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State, Okeze Ikpeazu of Abia, and host Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi. Governors of Anambra State and Imo State, Charles Soludo and Hope Uzodinjo, were represented by their deputies, Onyekachi Ibazi and Placid Njoko, respectively. According to them, that is how the meeting they went concerning the insecurity and the release of Nnamdi Kanu. That's how it ended. As you can see, we all are out there waiting for the Eastern governors to speak or to do something or take some action. That is the only thing they can say, seeking for a political solution whereby they all know the truth and they refuse to speak. Whereby they know exactly what the problem is and they refuse to speak. That most of the governors who refuse to attend that meetings is among those who is holding Nnamdi Kanu till death. So let us call a spade a spade. A time has come and gone when we are supposed to be having all this kind of a conversation, whether in our platform or any other platform, about what the Eastern governors said. It is quite obvious that they are not ready to survey the situation and they are not ready to do or contribute anything to the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu. They are only after the federal allocation and the revenue they generate from the states that they use for their numerous extravagant spendings. Now that they said the currency, changing of the currency, you see how governors start mass in a bag, start monies in bags, in sack bags, and dump it in their houses, doing nothing. Most of the currencies have stayed there and decayed. All these people, if you went to that constituency, you find out that the road to that constituency have been dilapidated. You find out that even their next door neighbor, who is close to them, is as poor as church rats. Yet, they could not do anything. Instead, they chose to hide all those monies. Most of them dig graves, shallow graves that is meant for human beings. Dead human beings. Is now where they dig and bury money. Out of wickedness, because they don't want the poor to have something to eat. The economy of the country now goes down because of the greediness of those governors, ministers, House of Reps, senators, and a lot of them, almost all of them are guilty of this. Stacking money inside their houses, inside their offices. The naira is not circulating. That makes the hike in demand for foreign currency. They hide all this money. When the time comes, they will go to the below the change, convert it to dollars, and fly it overseas to their numerous bank accounts. And tomorrow they will tell you the president of the country is the one that is the problem of Nigeria, whereby the president is innocent, and even the people who's back of the president are also innocent, because none of all these governors, ministers, senators, and the rest of them have ever come out one day and cried. At least I'm following their meetings. Cry on their platform where they are doing the meeting that the allocation for this month have not been given to them. They receive every single allocation plus the very revenue they made from the state. They pack all these things, the one that made for electric, the one that made for road, the one that made for every social amenities that a poor man can enjoy. They will They will hoard all this money and be using it for themselves. That is the kind of people we found in Nigeria. That is the kind of wicked and never do well politicians we found in our midst. It's only in Nigeria you can find such. It's only in Nigeria that somebody will be from local government, from councillor to local government, from local government to House of Reps to Senate, to governor, from governor he jump back to House of Reps, from House of Reps to Senate, from Senate to councillor to that is how they keep jumping from one place to another. They don't have any single hand work. I don't know when politics becomes business. It's only in Nigeria. Look at other places. Look at other countries of the world. When anyone is tenure finished in a government, the person will just retort either back to his home or back to his business as normal. Trump lost the election of last season of this president's administration when he finished his first tenure. Did you see Trump jumping from Senate to this or to become a president of either one state or the other in the US? Rather, he want to contest again. He focused on that and be doing his normal business. Not that he don't have business before he contested and become the president of America. But in Nigeria, the reverse is the case. Once they enter the government, they don't want to cut out from that government until the day that the death will separate them from that government house. Simply because the free money and the free immunity and privilege they are enjoying, using the money that is meant for the masses, for their own self and their family. It's only in Nigeria that the Minister of Education not even have a relative studying in Nigeria. All of them are studying abroad. They use the money that is meant to rebuild our schools to sponsor their children abroad. And our school remains poor and poorly on yearly basis. It's only in Nigeria that you see Minister of what do you call it? Minister of Health. It's not even healthy. Common headache, he will fly his private jet and go to abroad for treatment. They go to our private hospitals. That is where they are making a hell of money because the government have not been able to do their own hospitals. In a government hospital, when you go there, you will shed tears to what you will see there. Where cockroach and rats have used all their laboratories doing party. That is the minister of. We have minister of education of health. Then minister of education, minister of transport. The road to his house is even as poor as the road in Somalia. Or he answer minister of transportation. Where can we start and where can we end? How do we get to this point? That is the question. And how are we going to do to survive this very this condition we find ourselves today? Other than to make away with all this evil and useless president and whatsoever, all these old fools that never do well and don't want to retire from government until they do them part. It is high time we vote them out of that seat. Give the youth the management of this country, or the country will be no more. Not now and not ever. Court frees 4 youths accused of being IPOB members. The lawyer said the 4 were allegedly arrested and detained briefly at a military facility before being charged to court. The magistrate court in Ogurete, Ibueze North, local government area of Enugu State, on Thursday struck all charges filed against 4 youths who were accused by Nigerian government of being members of the at-large indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel to the IPOB leader Nnamdi, disclosed this in a statement Wednesday. When he went there for a visit, he gave the names of the accused persons discharged by the court as Ifeanyi Obu, Arinze David, Uche Nnaba, and Stephen Ejiofor. The lawyer said they were illegally arrested and also detained briefly at a military detention facility in Enugu cantonment, but did not say the exact time of their arrest. He said the 4 suspects were later charged to the court following irreversible legal pressure mounted on the Nigerian security agencies, who were carrying out the prosecution. Yesterday, after hearing our application, praying to the court to strike out all the federal charges filed against them, and after listening to our robust argument on law as convincingly canvassed by our own Augustine Ezokeke, the Honorable Court consequently found the application to be malicious and accordingly struck out the entire charge and discharged these innocent defendants, Mr. Ejiofor said. They have now gone home as a free man. The magistrate court ruling barely 2 weeks after the Court of Appeal in Abuja struck out all the terrorism charges filed against Mr. Nnamdi by the government and ordered his release from the custody of the State Security Service. The government is yet to release the IPOB leader and has asked the appeal court for permission not to implement the ruling. That is how we found it in a country. I don't know whether I have to call this one a zoo country or whatever. IPOB is a group agitating for an independence of Biafra, which it means to be carved from the southeast and some parts of the south-south Nigeria. The government has accused the separatist group of being responsible for the deadly attacks in the two regions, but the group has reportedly denied involvement in the attacks. How can you be accusing somebody of being attacked? The train attack, is it IPOB that masterminded the attack? All the whole killings that are happening in the northwest and northeast, Kaduna, Kano, even what do they call it? Even Katsina, the homeland of your president. Is it IPOB that caused that? You people know the truth, and you see the black and you call it red, and we see red, you call it blue. That is the kind of country we are into. That is the kind of people we find in our midst. I don't know how we get to this point. That is what I'm still asking. What have the Igbo done to the Nigerian government that warrant all this hatred? That whatever that happens in the southeast, then it's been called that they are what do they call it? That they are IPOB. If anyone mess in southeast, it's IPOB. If a woman have miscarriage, it's IPOB. If woman go to market and they did not say their goods finished, it is IPOB. What IPOB have done to Nigerian government is what we are about to find out. Government killed a Bubago operative in Enugu, in Ebonyi. The member of a Bubago, Joseph Nwanja, was killed near a security checkpoint in the area. It was learned the government have killed a member of a Bubago security network in Ebonyi, southeast Nigeria. The incident occurred at about 11:45 p.m. on on Friday evening, yes, in Okposi, a community in Ohaza, a local government area of the state. The victim, Joseph Nwanja, was killed near a security checkpoint in the area. It was learned the police in the state have confirmed the killing. The police spokesperson in the state, Chris Anyanwu, a superintendent of police, told the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, that they are aware of the killing of the operatives, but we are yet to get the details of the incident. The Ubago commander in the state, Friday, Nana, also confirmed the killing of the operative. On Friday evening, Sunday called me that some hoodlums were disturbing people in Ugulangu, or Hausana, local government area of the state. So I have to call our people in the area because Ugulangu is under Ohozana council area, he said. The body of the victim has been deposited in the mortuary and the investigation is ongoing, Mr. Nana stated. Ubago is set up in 2021 by governors of the 5 states in the southeast to help in the fight against insecurity in the region, which had witnessed deadly attacks linked to the Biafra agitation by the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra. The security outreach, which is backed by the Ebonyi state government, has been accused of human rights abuses. Members of the group have also been accused of extrajudicial killings across the southeast. That is exactly the point. They formed them to counter ESN. Instead of them to do the work in which they have been formed, they have turned it to a society where they used to molest, kill, maim, even rape and kidnap. All is being done by Bubago, but at the end of the day, they will call them unknown gunmen, or they will call them ESN or IPOB members. But this is the ones who are perpetrating all these acts. All the killings that is happening in the Olo zone of Imo State, sponsored by Hope Uzodinjo, is carried out by Ebubago and the rest of them. Yet, nobody said anything. They keep on calling IPOB left, right, and center. But Ebubago is the one who is causing unrest in the house of every individual in our land. Increased attack. Ebonyi, like other states in Nigeria's southeast, has witnessed an increase in the deadly attacks lately. The latest incident occurred less than 2 weeks after gunmen attacked the convoy of provost of the newly established Federal College of Education Technical in Isu, a community in Onitsha, local government area of the state. Earlier in October, gunmen killed a Chinese expatriate in Iboko, a community in Izi, local government area of the state. In April, government attacked some police officers attached to a construction company in Ikwo, local government area of the state. One gunman was killed in the attack. Gunmen in May attacked the country home of the chairperson of Ikwo, local government area of the state, Steve Oregu, killing 3 of his relatives. In June, 3 people were killed by gunmen in Ngwo community, Ohauku local government area of the state. In August, 3 persons were killed by gunmen who invaded a hotel in Isu, a community in Onitsha, local government area of the state. Again, 1 police officer was killed in August when gunmen attacked a security checkpoint along Enugu-Abakaliki Expressway in Ebonyi State. Last month, gunmen killed a member of Ebubago operatives in Mpuma, Ekwa Okuoko community in Izi, local government area of the state. The attacks, mostly targeted at the security officials and government facilities, have been attributed to IPOB, which is agitating for a sovereign state for the Igbo-speaking people in the southeast. But the group has reportedly denied any involvement in the attacks. All these attacks is being carried out by Ebubago, not IPOB. Not IPOB or ESN. You people should learn how to say the truth. Every time is not lie. Everything is not about lie. Everything is not about lie. You people should comport yourself. Enough of all this. I repeat myself. Enough of all this. Not everything that happens, you will keep on calling IPOB when IPOB hands are clean. IPOB is not known by violence. IPOB is not known by killings. We love humanity and we are lovers of mankind. That is what IPOB and ESN stand for. We care and we protect our land from invaders. So I don't know why anything that happens with IPOB that we call it day and night. IPOB have nothing to do with any killings in the southeastern region of the country. So we'll be able to get that into your T-Score. 2023 presidency, we are supporting the true unifier, Igbo elders declare. Former governor of Anambra State, IPOB, is the true unifier, and we are supporting him in the coming presidential election, said Igbo Elders Consultative Forum. Okute News report that the Southeast Geopolitical Zone leaders declared this on Friday, November 4th, 2022. According to the IECF, the Labour Party presidential candidate is the only one among his counterparts devoid of tribal sentiment. The IECF leaders, who also pride themselves as IPOB Ohaneze Ndigbo, said their decision to back the former governor was because he is the anointed one by God. The chairman and the former governor of Anambra State, Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, stated this in an interview with a journalist in Abuja, Okute News reports. According to him, with Obi as Nigeria's president, an end will come to other agitations by different groups in the country, and no one will be treated as second-class citizens anymore. Ezife said, we before now agreed in the Southern and the Middle Belt Forum to call all the candidates from the Southeast, interview them and adopt one person. But that has been overtaken by events. If you look at the candidates from A to Z, you find out that one from the Southeast is everybody's candidate. He is the true unifier in Nigeria because he will banish poverty, insecurity, and all the negatives associated with Nigerians. That person is P2B, and he is the person whom all of us will support. According to him, the Southeast elders were the ones who prevailed on Obi to leave the People's Democratic Party in May so he could contest the presidential election. The IECF leader added, if you look at the records, you will find out that the elders in Abuja really worked hard to get him out as a candidate. We forced him to get out of the PDP so that he could be a candidate for president. So the question of even adopting him doesn't arise as he is our trusted, God's anointed candidate to remark and recreate Nigeria. He will make everybody happy. Obi will make Fulani belong to Nigeria and have a say. He will ensure Yoruba don't want to go, and we also make Igbo and all groups stay in Nigeria and have the country resorted to work for everyone. That is what Emeka Ezife is telling us about the coming 2023 election. They have endorsed their own Peter Obi, not because he was an Igbo, no, not because he's from Southern, or not because he speaks the same language with them, but simply because he is the only one who can unify Nigeria and bring Nigeria back to normal. Sometimes I begin to ask myself, when can we get the old Nigeria back? The same Nigeria we witnessed when things was working well. When 1 kobo is a very big amount of money. When if you go to market and buy something, you find out the quality of what you buy is what the money you spend for it. That Nigeria has gone. We are still waiting and looking forward to who will bring back that same Nigeria. That same Nigeria that every man and woman, every female and male is cattering and agitating for. A Nigeria where everyone is the same. Where an Hausa man, an Igbo, Efik, or whatever tribe you come from can eat from the same pot. That Nigeria have disappeared in a thin air because of bad governance. Because of those ones whom we call our leaders, they have chased the Nigeria out. What is remaining is no more Nigeria and the rest of them. We want that Nigeria to be back. Please, coming 2023, vote wisely. Anyone you choose to vote for, make sure that person have Nigeria at heart. Not all these vampires, not all these never do well, not all these old fools who have chosen to sabotage the whole nation. Even when you voted them in, they will come out to campaign on the campaign ground. When you vote them finish, where they will talking to you again is Twitter. How many of us, how many of our old men and women who you go on the campaign ground to campaign, how many of them is using Twitter account? You see where you all get it all wrong. So why not campaign in Twitter now that it is time for campaign? Instead of going to the campaign ground, wasting your time, your energy, and the rest of them, and risking your freedom because something might happen there. All these Boko Haram bandits, kidnappers may struck and kidnap you, the presidential candidate. So why not wait for them now that we are campaigning? So my great people of Biafra land and Nigeria at large, anywhere you are, when you are voting, vote wisely. Don't vote ethnicity, don't vote religion, and don't vote because this is my brother or my sister or because he is from my tribe. Vote competence and somebody whom you can trust that will deliver Nigeria from where they find themselves at the moment. I want each and every one of you who keep on jumping APC and PDP, listen and listen good. APC and PDP is the same. Instead of me talking to you, Okute Daily Talk Ventures, to vote for APC or PDP, I rather vote for Labour Sowore to lead Nigeria. But these people, no. Yes, it is being written bold. If the presidential candidate of APC will come out on national TV and say that this is the time for Atiku to reciprocate him, and he's supposed to step down for him. What does that show you? What does that mean? It means that these people, they are working together. A clear picture or video showed it where two of them met and they are hailing themselves. This one called Jagaban and said Atiku, Jagaban, and they are alive and hugging each other. And people are out there dying for them. Anyone who dies today, you will not resurrect tomorrow. That is the end of Solomon Grandi. So you better use your number 6. My great people, please, this is where I am signing out. I see the man you want and don't look at the Daily Talk from my own Daily Talks corner. Please remember the resolution. Subscribe, like, and share my content. Let your family and friends know about this moving trend because we are moving in the right direction. Until I come your way again. Bye for now. Okay, Messiano.